Zimbabwe is experiencing the worst drought in years induced by El Nino, which has resulted in villages in Mbire village in Mashonaland Central resorting to one meal a day. The government is already working on drought relief programs in these communities, with villagers pleading for more grain in the face of this drought.
So the drought has resulted in an increase in cases of gender-based violence, and the government, working with various partners, are coming up with measures to reduce this scourge in communities, which mainly affects women and girls. According to the country's HIV response programmer, National AIDS Council, gender-based violence exposes women and girls to a greater risk of HIV.
Through this start of awareness and support action, SASA initiative, the National AIDS Council is working with CAT Square Sisterhood to empower women against gender-based violence in this district. ZTN's correspondent Mbire Nsingo is in Mbire district, where she spoke to some villagers.
Tari maudonjera kuti tinowana mari nyange zvazvaipinda mufonasi waiwana mari shomawo yokuti unoraramisa mhuri yako, asi izvezvi mvura haisi kunaya, saka kuti kune nzara yakaoma yokuti pazuva tinogona kungodya manheru chete, masikati toswererawo zvikafu zvemamhanga, togona kana kungodyawo masawu kana kungobikawo poriji, tongoswera takadaro tozongodya sadza manheru. Ndomararamiro atikuita kuno, kuti hakuna chikafu, inzara. Saka vana baba chikafu chacho vanongo wahura itoto, pamwe tahorisawo kasaga pamusha. Vana baba wacho futi vanotora imomo unomwisa futi. Saka unotozoona kuti upenyu wacho kuti netsa noti gore rinori mvura ina akanotonaya. Tinosimborima tichikohwa gore rinori zvakatiomera.
I think when we talk about the drought, which has primarily been induced by the El Nino, you know, one of the key things that we've highlighted was the danger that people face in terms of food shortages, hunger. But one of the things that, you know, this report by Mbire, who's in Mbire village, highlighted is the layered consequences that can come out from this drought. Who would have thought that a drought could directly impact on gender-based violence and HIV?
Yeah. It happens because, I mean, when you look at it from this perspective, that they say an angry man is an angry man. So
not a justification, though.
Yeah, but there are a lot of things. Once this the communities are food insecure, a lot of things are gonna happen. Others are going to be exploited. People are going to be taken advantage of, and etc. So what can happen as a result of food insecurity is it cannot be bracketed. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's just a platform where there's just so much instability.
Yeah, so much instability, and we hope that the community leaders, particularly our chiefs, the Sabukus, can play a critical role in making sure that, you know, there is communication and there is support for the vulnerable in the community, especially our women and children. I think over the last couple of years, our response to HIV has been magnificent, if you ask me, in terms of how collectively as a country we have been able to sort of manage and mitigate against it. And hopefully we won't allow this drought to further damage the progress that had been made. So traditional leaders also noted government efforts have gone a long way in alleviating the drought situation, calling for more aid. The leaders said they have resorted to selling their livestock to complement government aid. They are crying foul over the manipulative pricing of livestock by buyers in this area.
But chatikubatsirika panzara tirikubatsirika hurumende iri kutipa chikafu chatinokupa chishoma semuenzaniso tiri kuti isusu village inenge ine vanhu 50 vanofamba mahouseholds, saka vanobenefita ipapo vanogona kuva vari 20. Saka isusu takagara pasi masabhuku tikati nenzara yakura kudai, chikafu kana taunganidza taakuchira tese zvishoma tisitokwana karoni but chishoma chikafu. Then tinozobetsereka idu nokutengesa mombe, but nyaya iripo ndeyekuti hatina pedyo patinotengesera mombe. Mombe tinotengesera kuHarare, asi kune makorenyera vanouya vachititorera mombe dzedu. Saka chikumbiro chedu chanchi chokuti dai tichikwanisa taona patinotengeserawo mombe pedyo, kuti mubereki anogona kupiwa mari yake otsvake chikafu. kuno kumombe dzedu tinotengerwa nemakorenya nemari 6 mari shoma shoma kuti mombe inoita $400 topesa takuitengesa ne180.
Speaking after the cabinet meeting this week, Information Minister Dr. Jen van Muswere said the government is working to ensure no one dies of hunger with more grain and food aid deliveries.
Phase of the grain distribution is progressing well, with a significant increase having been recorded on the quantum of grain moved. The Grain Marketing Board is replenishing depots, allowing for improved distribution within the stipulated timeframes. Regarding the Zundira Mambo Ispasha Senkosi program, so far 4,195 metric tons of grain have been collected by the chiefs. Pertaining to urban Cash for Cereal Scheme beneficiary registration, which is underway across urban domains, as well as data cleaning, validation, and pay sheet generation for the wards whose registration process has been completed. A total of 7 million ZIG was disbursed on the 13th of September 2024, and the distribution modalities.
Konapo Konapo, Ipapo, Bazetian Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.